because I was looking around for some notes that I wrote about what I was going to say about Criminal, and you said the exact same shit. You worked here too? You went in my bunk last night. I almost said the F word just then.
You just said shit.
Damn. Better not do that. So we're live on the interwebs right now, which is kind of cool. You know, and we're raising some money here just to try to keep a good thing going, because like Fran said, verbatim from my notes, is that we actually met hanging out at the Old Criminal, and I would go in there and get ready to leave in the van and go on tour, and every time I would load up on cool magazines and new CDs and stuff like that to listen to back when people listened to CDs, and it was actually, you know, it was very informative for me. It was where I would go and, you know, see like, you know, 3 or 4 very snobby store clerks comparing, you know, notes on Built to Spill records, which, you know, I didn't know who that was. I grew up on Bryan Adams, so I was not the cool kid. But I got educated a lot, and that was the best part about going into a record store that cares about music, and, you know, a place that sells guns and tampons is not a record store. That's a Walmart. And there's a big difference between music lovers and music listeners. And I think a lot of people, and I'm not gonna target Walmart. Like that? That wasn't even in the notes. It's made up stuff. But, you know, being a record store, like an independent record store, you by default are a music lover when you work there and when you go in there, because you're not necessarily going to buy cat food and then the newest, you know, Kenny Chesney record, whatever. I think it's very important to try to keep that culture alive, because it's good. It's good for the youth, and I'm not trying to get all PSA. I just think that it's very important, because a lot of kids end up doing some bad stuff in life. I did a lot of it behind my parents' back. Sorry, Mom and Dad. I know you didn't know that. But for the most part, I turned out pretty good. And I think it's because I sat in my room and listened to records a lot. I listened to a lot of records. And I've sat and played my guitar and, you know, wanked off on the guitar. And that's gross. And it was pretty much, I was just completely immersed in music and all of its culture and everything that I could soak up from it, because I was in a small town where I wasn't educated on what good music was. It was just whatever was on the radio, and sometimes that wasn't good. So I really had a chance to learn a lot about it, and take me out to LA when I was 18 years old in my band, and we, you know, it really springboarded everything for my life and my career, and loving my job, for one. So I'll shut up and start playing now, but I just really appreciate all of you being here and for doing your part. Thanks.